What's up? What's up? What's up? Rick Paulton, Brewster, he's so cool.
Hello,
and as you
Ricky
see
Brightners.
from the video, we are going to be talking Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse tonight. And in the waiting room here, we got a couple of the people involved with the haunt that we are going to bring on momentarily. What is up, Josh? What is up, Letha? How you guys doing? Invite your friends. Tell friends to come on and watch. But how goes things?
Good, man. I'm really fucking excited to be talking about this Chippewa Lake Haunted House. Me and my buddy Greg, Hair Nation plug, we went last year, and it was just, we had an absolute blast going. It was like being in the movie Wrong Turn. We kept talking.
Wrong Turn. See, I always say it's like walking through Texas Chainsaw in real life.
There is just some things in there. I'm going to bust his balls live on air here. I hope he's watching. Because there's one part like with a crashed airplane going through whatever. Motherfucker was like, you go first. I'm like, you piece of shit.
We took last we went for I think it was for Blackout. We went with my son Ricky. He's been there a bunch of times, and he acts like nothing scares him. And they got him so good on the plane because it's like that flash of light where you can't see.
Yeah,
there's a guy in front of him. I think he knocked him down. He scared him so bad.
It
was so funny.
Yeah, we were gonna try and do that again. Do the Blackout one.
The Blackout's the best. I mean,
I didn't have time to go again.
And tickets sell out real quick every night.
They do.
They are available now. If you're interested in doing Blackout, I recommend that you get those tickets real soon. I have tickets for October 3rd. I will be going there then, and that will not be the only time I go. I go a couple times a year. And also, Nightmare Cleveland, which they also own, is opening tomorrow, I think.
That's the free one, isn't it?
No, it's not.
There's something coming up that's free.
No, not free, buddy. You don't get a place like that for free.
No, I get all kinds of shared events.
They do have a special though, 2 tickets for $60, and you can't beat that.
Yeah,
but let me bring these guys on so we can talk.
All right.
We have the Lady in Black, and we have Jordan and Vaughn. Vaughn is the owner of the haunt. We are in the haunt right now. Oh, and they're gone. I just took them out.
They must have hated me already.
I hit the wrong button.
I just gave you guys props, man. Come on.
Hey, all good.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna echo because you're on your phone, and usually that doesn't echo even if you don't have the headphones. You should be all right.
Right now?
I guess you sound okay. Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right. So how are things going? You guys are at the haunt right now, I guess, huh?
Yep.
I'm at home.
You're at home, okay?
I'm at home.
You're at home.
I'm in my kitchen.
So Chippewa opens next week, right?
Yeah, next day. We do one night on the first open weekend just to kind of get the actors to settle in, and then we'll go Friday and Saturdays through October. Then Blackout this year only was one night. It's usually 2 nights at the end of the year, but it's just going to be Saturday, November 8th. So that every night sells out, but that's always a popular night. So
yeah, it's a huge deal. I went to the first time I did a Blackout thing was actually at Nightmare Cleveland.
Yeah,
and I just thought it was like the coolest experience, so that's why I made sure. Let's do that. Made sure to get the Blackout tickets for Chippewa right away. And it's definitely awesome. It's definitely a more creepy experience for sure.
Yeah, the building alone here at Chipewa Lake Slaughterhouse is what's creepy mostly. The actors do a wonderful job. The scenes are great, but this building's creepy. When I first bought the place, I didn't even walk through the whole thing by myself. I was like,
so when did you first buy the place?
You what?
When did you first buy the place, Vaughn?
I started looking in 2014, and then it fell apart on the deal with through the realtors and the lawyers and all that bullshit. And I ended up going straight to the owner. He would talk soon. We did a handshake, and I signed the papers, and away we went. I started working on the place. It took me 2 years just to get it in shape. It was abandoned for 25 years. So yeah, a lot of work.
Right on. So that would be 2016 would be when you opened?
I was shooting for that end of the season, but I officially opened 2017 was the first year. So technically I bought it in 2015 after that first year of 14 falling apart, and then 15, 16, and half of 17 I took me to open up. So Yeah, it was quite a while.
We got a cat running. That happens quite a bit on this show.
Yeah. Mr. Beans is in the kitchen waiting for food.
So, Jordan and Nicole, did you guys work there the whole time, or how long have you guys been at the haunt? Sorry, Nicole.
This will be my 7th year, I believe. 7th year.
So that'd be every year except the first one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Jordan? When did you start working there?
This will be my 5th season.
5th season? Awesome. So, how old were you when you first started working at haunts? Was this your first haunt, Jordan?
My first professional one, yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And for you, Nicole, have you been doing this longer than the 7 years, or was this your
God. Yeah. I've been doing this since I was 16. I'm 46 now. So you figure very long time.
Right on. Awesome. Let's see. So when you first got the haunt, Vaughn, at the slaughterhouse, did you always know it was going to be that kind of a theme, the slaughterhouse theme?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've been looking for years. Always wanted to get into the haunt industry. It's my favorite time of the year, but I've looked at other properties over the years, and I remember just one time it was actually during March. I was snow plowing for my business and came home, was between jobs. Ended up driving down here and taking a look at it that day. Started the deal right away.
Right on.
Yeah, Vaughn, we went like I was telling Rick before you guys came on. We went to me and my buddy Greg went to your haunt last year, and Greg's he's a biker. You know, I'm not gonna just sugarcoat. He's just a biker. And there's a video of him when we first got there. I got a video of him saying that he actually thought we were going to die when we arrived there. So you guys are doing a bang up job for sure.
We appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, hopefully with parking up front that you guys have been here and walking down the driveway and you see the building in the distance, it kind of sets off that oh shit vibe, like what's gonna happen.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
Absolutely. And I was just gonna say that, like, from the moment you get on site, it totally puts that vibe. And then I love that when you get to the queue and you're about to walk in, and you walk up to the haunted house another couple hundred feet. Yeah. So you really get into it. And then you hear my favorite song of all time, Sleepwalk, playing. And it just really puts you right into the mood. It's just the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, certainly. Again, with a love of haunts, all my life, growing to them ever since I was a kid. I certainly I felt the vision for this place, tried to utilize it the best that I could to what was here. So I just thought to myself, how would I, react as a customer if I was coming to this place, and just kind of designed it accordingly. That's all.
Right on. Grandma Carver is watching. Right on, Ryan. How you doing?
Just gotta watch my language, huh?
Yeah. So Jordan plays Grandpa Carver.
Yep.
And you used to play that character, right, Jordan?
I still do. Jordan's the young version. More mobile, quicker on his feet, chase after customers. I'm the old. When I'm out there walking around, it's after a long day at work, and I really look the part, to tell you. Legs are sore, the back's hurting, and I'm engaging with people, customers, taking pictures with them, and it's certainly, you got to do that in these nowadays. Get the pictures and do that. People enjoying it, but Jordan, I remember quick story, when he came here, he was a super quiet guy. We were doing interviews, and I was like, "Hey, what's your name? Get up, come here, let's talk." And he's like, "I'm Jordan." I'm like, all right. I'm like, I think we went right with Grandpa Carver right after the rip, didn't we? Or what'd you do for a year? Did you do something else?
No, I did. I was in the first container for like a year and a half.
Is that what it was?
And then I took over the laboratory, and then Grandpa.
Yeah. So then I got to a point where I just couldn't do what I was doing and be involved with customers and running from the parking lot to the back to the parking lot. I was like, nah.
Yeah, I've seen you a couple times out there, and you're always just all over the place.
Yeah, so, but no, he's doing a bang up job. We share a lot of the videos. He'll do some shots, I'll do some shots, and we have two exact outfits and stuff, and we're both about the same height, and just a younger version and an older version. That's all.
Yeah, I love that. Like I said, I'm a giant Texas Chainsaw fan, so I love that it's got that vibe to it. But you guys have your own little story for the Carver family and why they were there and how they got there and everything like that. You want to tell a little bit about that story real quick?
Yeah, I just you know, when you putting something together in a slaughterhouse, it's like, okay, what am I going to do? 29 butchers running around in every room. I don't think that, you know, would have been a good haunt. So came up with a storyline, started to put that out on Facebook. A friend of mine, I'm not a Facebook guy. I had to be involved just for the businesses, but we started to get a story out there. You know, the Carvers were original owners, and we were down in a still small town of Chippewa Lake here. It's got that vibe. You know, we got one little gas station in town that needs some updating, you know, so it feels like a Texas Chainsaw area. But yeah, story and made the Carvers start to people disappear in the area. They're an inbred family. They got the workers that are still kind of around, and and then we got a few characters you see throughout other than the workers and the family that seem to go with the place. So I feel like it's a nice balance.
Right. Like Nicole's character, which is my favorite, the lady in black, because she just blends in so well. And then when she does come out, it's like the creepiest thing ever. So did you come up with that, or did they come up with that for you, or how'd that work?
Nicole, because I remember her coming in and she had this idea, and it was in the bedroom scene. I know even myself. I mean, I'm not blaming it on my old eyesight right now, but when I run through the haunt, she'll stand in that corner, take a step forward, and I'm like, "Oh my God, you got me!" You know, like startled easy, but she got me. So she does a great job.
Yeah, I'm the one that doesn't scream. I don't yell or make noises. I'm quiet. I'm protecting the children.
It definitely works. And like, you're just like, because you can't really see you, and then you can see you. And when you do, it's like, wow. Like, so I've been like right up in your face before I knew you were even there before. I absolutely love it. I think it's like the best.
Yeah.
So, Brewster, ask some questions.
Ask some questions. Are you hungry right now?
Some questions pertaining to what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, they might be hungry getting ready for the haunt. I don't know. So I mentioned earlier also, Rick said the Texas Chainsaw Massacre theme. I saw kind of a wrong turn vibe, a little, at least a little bit, maybe with the inbred stuff. I mean, was that intentional, or did Jordan Vaughn freeze there, Rick?
Looks like.
I think they might have froze. Give them a moment.
Give them a minute to come back.
All right. Hopefully they can hear us, because we'll get to like this juicy story. We'll miss it at the very end, you know?
All right. Let me, so, what other haunts have you worked at before this, Nicole?
Oh God. So I went through as a customer when I was 16 in Valley View. They had, before it kind of got remodeled, I guess, and I came out a worker. And ever since then, Halloween is basically my Christmas. It's what I love. I love Halloween. I love scary movies. Oh, they left.
I don't know what I said. I was pretty good this episode.
No, it's down there. It's kind of hit or miss with the
internet. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it literally is a slaughterhouse. It's probably the people that used to work there are coming through. But no, I worked there. Then I took a little bit of time. Then I worked at Fear when it was on Tiedemann and Brook Park.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I was there for quite a few years. Then they closed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I worked a little bit at Nightmare, and Chippewa is and always been my home ever since. There something about the aesthetics of the building and the way that Vaughn is and how passionate and like how crazy he is with like his ideas. It's just, that's my home. That's been my home for 7 years and I love it.
So with, you said you worked on Fear on Brook Park. Is that the same place as Fear Columbus? Are they owned by the
same owners?
Okay.
But they did close down and it became a big U-Haul building.
Yeah.
And then now they're in Fear Columbus. So I worked down there too.
I've been down there once to Fear Columbus. I love
it. They're good. Like it's a good haunt.
During the off season, I got the 50% off tickets or whatever. They had some special going, and like I'm gonna be going down there again. Just 2.5 hours. That sucks.
Yeah, it's a good haunt though, for sure.
Oh, no, it's
Good people that run it.
So Vaughn, Brewster was saying, what were you saying, Brewster, before they cut out?
Oh, I saw some kind of like Rick said he see Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I see it gives kind of like has some hints of Wrong Turn in there as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, to be honest with you, I love those movies. I watched them and enjoyed them, and some of my ideas came from that. Obviously, once I designed the place, but I didn't want to do a complete spoof,
For sure.
spin off of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I love that scene in the original Wrong Turn where you saw the victims' cars in the woods and everything.
Yeah.
So we have the pole barn. I mean, I don't know how many haunted houses out there have a 4,000 square foot one scene. So one scene is 4,000 square feet. It's got 7 cars in it. We run the chainsaws in there. So yeah, you can definitely get the vibe from there. And then you go outside and deal with the outside people we call that pretty much protect the Carver family inside. So, it's funny. My wife's down at the merchandise booth and she talks to people about everything. And everyone's like, oh my God, I feel like I was going into the movie Wrong Turn. I was going into Texas Chainsaw. And I'm like, that's what it's all about. So
Yeah.
That's your wife that runs the merch booth?
yeah, Tammy, recently. So
Oh, right on.
yeah.
Nice.
Try it again.
Yeah. Right on. And then tell us about the giant plane and how that came to be.
Oh, that's funny. So, Rick Thomas was with me for a while there. He helped me do some work. He helps a lot of haunts, and guy's an extremely talented man. He called me right after the first year I met him, and he helped me get some stuff done down here. And he sends me a picture of an airplane. I'm like, what do you want me to do with that? And he's like, I always wanted to do a crash scene. I'm like, Rick, it's a 85-foot long real commercial jet.
It's a real plane. If you guys have never been there, it's not a prop.
So, he knows how I operate. I think he at the time he was my haunt wife.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, we'll think about it. I'm like, all right. So I call him back like 2 hours later and I said, all right, let's go tomorrow and look at it. And he was all excited. So we went and looked at it. It was supposed to be a bed and breakfast up in Lorain County. The guy couldn't do it. It's originally one of the planes from the movie. If you haven't seen the Netflix special, Wild Wild Country.
No, I didn't see it.
If you watch Wild Wild Country, it's real quick. It's back in 1981. Was that Indian guru that was doing the Love Guru guy that bought some land up in Oregon?
Okay, yeah, I know about
the
that.
compound from 81 to 86.
Mm-hmm.
And then they weren't getting their way up there, so they must have poisoned half of the people in town or something. Something happened. Well, this is his plane, his actual plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's in the movie. The guy told me the story. It's from him. So when they closed down that compound in Oregon, that plane worked its way across the country, ended up in Ohio. So the guy had to get rid of it. So I ended up buying it.
Yeah, it's definitely a scene that you don't normally see at a haunt.
Yeah, I don't know. You played the one video prior to your show starting, and I have the new video out right now where Grandpa's, going through the plane. So what I'm trying to do is tell little stories of the haunt through these little videos.
Right.
And this video this year was about the plane. So if you watch it or your people watching your show, check it out. They'll get a better idea what's going on down here.
So you're talking about the merch that you have. I have one of the shirts here. They're awesome.
Hey, look at that.
Do you have what's the biggest shirt you carry?
3X.
3X?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to need a 3X shirt when I come on October 3rd for my buddy that runs a haunted house website.
We'll
the
see.
Halloween Haunts. I'm going to have to grab one of those for him.
For sure.
Yeah, and of course some stuff for me because I got to add to my haunt wardrobe. They have really cool looking stuff for sure. Brewster, ask another question.
You like how he just throws me under the bus? That's a question for you three. What got you? Oh my God! What got you guys into like horror? Like, what's your love about it? Like,
Nicole,
Lady in Black and whoever.
Huh?
You
go
first. Like, what's your
Me?
what's part of your love for horror?
I like the older horror movies.
Yeah.
I mean, the new ones, don't get me wrong, really good. Because of course
When you say
production's
older,
a lot better.
What are you talking about? Older? You say older. What are you talking about?
Like, your first Jason, Leatherface, Pinhead, the older
The 80s
haunt
slasher
movies.
craze.
Yes. I like the ones that are more suspenseful and the ones that are more that get you. Like with Chippewa, like you said, any turn you go, as Vaughn always tells us, you can be a mannequin and all of a sudden be a human. And then it just depending on the movies, but like Leatherface, Pinhead, obviously Freddy, Jason, those are like my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
But I watch Halloween movies 365 days a year.
Yeah, same with that, obviously.
Yeah, it's like I go on Netflix. I think I've watched every single horror movie like 3 or 4 times, even the ones that don't speak English.
Yeah, we get
Just
into
to see.
So we get into some horror ones too. Yeah, we get all over that, everything.
Mhm.
Damn, I had another question for those guys and I can't remember. But so what, Jordan? What got you into horror? What was like the first thing that got you into horror?
I always as far as movies, I like the original Halloween movie, and which kind of
Yep.
sort of fits with down here too, because everyone kind of moves slow. It's not like, you're not extremely fast in your face every single movement down here. Like you said, mannequins, and Michael Myers is kind of like a mannequin.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say now. Go ahead.
But yeah, that Texas Chainsaw Massacre and
Mhm.
those are really like my 2 main like actual horror movies. But growing up, going to your cheesy little home haunts and stuff with my dad, that's what really got me into all this.
Right on. Speaking of mannequins, at Nightmare Cleveland, they have that one room where there's like 20 mannequins,
The robots, yeah.
and then all of a sudden, like a couple of them are not mannequins, and they switch it up every time. It seems that's like one of my favorite scenes, for sure. And both of these haunts, Nightmare Cleveland and Chippewa, are just absolutely top notch. I mean, you guys, if you can't make it down to Chippewa, go to Nightmare Cleveland. They're great experiences.
Thank you. Yep.
Alrighty then.
Vaughn does good.
No, it's better than good.
Cool.
Like I just got I used to do haunts a long time ago when I was a kid. I used to work at the Haunted Hollow when I was like 15. If you're familiar about that. And then actually I was probably younger than that. And I have a friend that's in New Jersey and he does the Halloween Haunts 365 website. And I started doing reviews for him. And then that's why I started going to haunts more. And I've been to quite a few in the last few years, and Chippewa's easily the best. I mean, it's not even close. It's not even close. It's absolutely amazing. The last time we were at Nightmare Cleveland was during you guys had the gun thing going on, and I brought up Bill Perry from Nightmare on Elm Street with us. He had a blast, man. Bill Perry's a stuntman for he played Nightmare on Elm Street 4, 5, and 6. And he came there with us. That was right around this time, about 6 months ago. Yeah. And that's a whole nother thing. You're breaking up the crazy here. I think this is when I talk, your static comes up. When you talk, it works. Let's see. I'm going to do this. But yeah, so when I went into Nightmare Cleveland for the first time.
There you go.
And, yeah, it's like I muted for a second till I asked him a question.
You don't sound like an infomercial anymore.
Yeah. So, anywho, when I first went into Nightmare Cleveland, I was thinking about how great it would be to go in with guns to shoot the zombies. And when we had Vaughn on last year to talk about that, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing we're gonna do." And I'm like, "No shit, dude, that's awesome." But yeah, that's like the coolest part about that place. All right, let's see what else we got here. Can maybe you tell us, Vaughn, a story something that happened at one of the haunts that was just like maybe like a story of like somebody getting really super scared or something like really out of the ordinary?
Jeez, there's so many. Fortunately, that's what I think as a haunter, an actor, that's where certainly your joy is you get unfortunately, you get a few groups that come in and just wander around and look at things and aren't affected by the scare. That's fine. We get it. But when you get the ones in there that are just, completely terrified, you can't help but laugh. I think here at Slaughterhouse over the years, I've seen the middle-aged people coming out to this haunt and really enjoying it because I think they can relate to how the haunts were back in the day. Some of the local haunts that I went to as a kid that still exist, but it's an old blood and guts haunt that we built here. But I've had, when I was doing Grandpa Carver, and I'm sure Jordan can relate, I remember them coming in the first room and going, "Oh shit, this is real." You hear them say that because they don't think there's something that realistic. And then Grandpa scares them and Grandma scares them and they go running into the next room. They don't know where the hell they're running. Boom, they hit a wall, they fall on the ground. I've had women that go in there together, hit the wall and fall down and laugh. And then I go to help them up and they yell at me not to touch them because I'm still in the mask. And I'm like, you can't help but walk back in the room, just laugh and say, God, that's what it's all about. People just having a great time. It's just entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell Rick to stop touching me.
Jesus Christ. So I like how the first scene is like Grandpa and Grandma and the whole butcher room and everything like that. And that room, like Jordan does a good job of like looking like he's not even there, like it's not even a real person. And then he's got me a few times. And then, like you said, then you'll have people that'll run into the next room and then it gets crazy there. And then you run into the pig. And the pig is usually like a calming scene, but then even he's kind of creepy. I love the pig. I got to get a picture with the pig, but he's never outside when I'm there.
Rick, I think you've seen Deliverance one too many times.
Nicole, have you ever been able to walk through the haunt as a customer before you worked there or maybe even after you worked there?
Nope. I walked through at the end of I guess you can say the last day. I'll walk through it. But it's like I don't want to leave my room because I like my room. As weird as that sounds, I would love to see all the other actors because everybody that works there is just they melt right into whatever room they're in. I haven't really seen everybody do their, I guess you can say their scare, but except for the last day. Like we'll hang back and we'll just watch and it's amazing of how like you get the biggest buff guy that walks through there, nothing will scare me and he's cowering in the corner while his friends are laughing at him. And you get the group of 5 or 6 people that come in and especially between the kitchen and my room, they'll fall like dominoes. I can't even tell you how many touch passes a year that gets taken off in my room and I just toss them because they get too scared. They don't want people touching them, but it's like
about the touch pass. Like, how much do you actually touch the people?
Me, you know what I do.
Yeah, just in general. Do you know? Or maybe this is a question for Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan might be
touch pass. How much do you actually touch people?
Not a whole terribly lot. I mean, most of the time I'm going for like your shoes. Because obviously you got to watch where you touch people and, you don't catch a lawsuit or something stupid.
Yeah. No happy ending.
Like touching people's hair makes them nervous.
Yeah, I usually go for like your hats, your hood.
Oh, yeah, we'll take people's hats.
Bottom of your pant legs. Because, I play grandpa, so I'm hunched over. So your shoes is an easy target for me. But
And then like if they have a touch pass, I'll grab their hand and I'll walk. Some of if I'll pick somebody out of their group that has a touch pass, I'll take their hand and I'll walk by and I'll just slowly touch their hand and it makes them uncomfortable. Like I said, I don't scream or anything. I'm just quiet and people are expecting, oh, she's not real. She's not real. And so like you said, you get close enough to me and all of a sudden they think I'm looking the other way and I look up and that's where people lose it.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Vaughn and Jordan, what I'm doing to try to get rid of that feedback is I'm hitting mute on you guys when you guys aren't answering a question. When you guys are talking, it works, but when other people are talking while your thing's unmuted, for some reason we're getting that feedback. But we're gonna work through it, and it's working a lot better now. All right, Brewster, ask a question.
Why do you keep asking me to ask questions? There's your question.
Because I have to find a question to get to. I need you to. You're killing time for me to get to the
I'm
next.
killing time for you.
Yeah, man. You're being a good co-host. You're supposed to be.
I thought I was just a pretty face.
No, you got to work, buddy.
Oh shit! All right, I wasn't prepared for this shit. Jordan Vaughn. I don't know. Or my God, I lost my train of thought already. Do you have any idea questions you want to answer? Because I'm put on the spot here. You guys ever consider like branching out or like changing up the story or adding something new in there?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Vaughn.
What's that?
I had you muted. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, the answer will be no. Unfortunately, with this haunt, it's not designed to change up the theme. I'm a very theme related. If you can't tell, the laboratory is Nightmare Cleveland is fully themed. This is fully themed. I chose to build that way. That's what I like. I'm not against the haunts that have different scenes in them. I think they're beautiful. Everybody does a great job with them. Maybe one day I'll build one of those. I'm not against it, but right now I just like the way this is, and I like to grow upon the storyline. Our characters can change. We plan on killing off one of the brothers next year, and we got a way to do that. There's workers. We're constantly putting new characters in here and there. It's growing. I've got a couple new scenes this year. I think some people you guys are gonna like. Last couple of years I've been up in Nightmare, spending a lot of time getting that dialed in, and kind of left Slaughterhouse alone. But it's funny. People will go to my wife at the end and say, "Oh my God, you guys did so many changes. I saw them." And she's like, "Yeah, but really we didn't." There's just a lot to see here, and I don't think you notice it all until you come back another time and see something different.
Absolutely.
So-
It's that, and it's also.
Now you don't want me to ask questions.
I'm sorry, but it's that, and it's also sometimes different actors do their part a little bit different, and then you think that things change a lot, but they're just doing something different. Like I remember the final scene in the house? One of the scenes, I don't want to give up too much, but like late in the house with the guys in the office, and I was telling somebody about it before we went in. I'm like, this and this and this is going to happen, but then he didn't do that. He did something totally different. And it was still awesome. But I think that's why people think that you're changing things a lot, because the actors will switch it up.
Well, I think people notice, and a lot of people will write it, hey, we don't use a lot of animatronics. So we rely heavily on our actors. The great thing about Slaughterhouse is Jordan said he's been over 5 years. Nicole's been 7. All my actors keep coming back. We have a great family down here. We've got a lot of veterans. They're learning to do a few little different things each year. We have some of the bigger guys that are a little more aggressive with the customers. We have some of the other actors that are a little less aggressive with the customers that wear the touch pass. So you're getting a different effect, or from the touch pass when you come through here, but you're getting it from veterans. I don't just let somebody off the street come in here and act for the night. I don't allow that. So picked up some few people this year, but I always go to my veterans and I say, hey, you got any more family members that want to join? You got any good close friends that want to join? At least I know their character and their personalities are going to be similar to who's already in here. So it's been working. We're really happy with it. But to get back to your question on changing, I won't change the theme up. We'll keep it.
Mm-hmm. And I like that about there in Nightmare Cleveland and other haunts like that, where they have a theme throughout. I don't like it when you go in some people do like it, and that's fine. But you go in one room, we got a doll room here, and then the next room there's a clown room, and it just doesn't have anything to do with the story. You guys tell a whole story throughout the whole show, and that's why I like those haunts better than most, for sure.
Yeah, and again, every night before we start up, I talk to everybody and just say, hey, everything you're doing is working. Keep doing what you're doing. Everybody knows their room, like Nicole was saying, and she loves that room. She does it great. Jordan's in the first room now with Grandma, and he's trying a couple different things that might work, but he's always testing that every year, and the actors are just they're just getting better and better each year. They know what their limits are, and it's working. So
absolutely. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. God damn it. Oh yeah, now that since I've been through it so many times, what I like to do is when I take people with me, I like to kind of steer them towards places where I know that they're gonna get really scared. But it's so fun. All right. Brewster, you got another question?
What's that?
You got another question?
Yeah. You guys build. You see, the story you got that goes throughout the thing. Do you build upon that every year? Like, do you add new elements to the story?
Yeah, I mean that's going to continue moving forward. There's about 7 rooms still in this haunt that hasn't been touched. So we live in a world of gluttony and more. Everybody wants more. So every year we're going to try to add a little something here and there. Like I said, you'll notice a couple of scenes this year that aren't completely brand new, but they're small additions to the scenes. But I think they're going to be talked about. I think it's going to be cool. Some thought went into it, but it's still based on the theme. When you walk out of what we call our laboratory room, which is after the bedroom or the kids' room, we have the boiler area, the original boiler for this building. And you really don't even get to go in there because I really haven't designed anything in there yet. But that's on the list of getting people in there by those boilers and then moving them into other freezers that are untouched right now. So.
And you have those videos for those things on your website?
Video for
the part of the story like we saw before the episode started?
They're on Facebook.
Huh?
They're on Facebook.
Yeah, he was
Right,
saying.
Facebook.
Oh yeah. You start to get
Promos.
The promos. I think we started the first one I put out. Is pretty much the property. If you haven't seen that one where it just talks about the property with that music, the song that goes with it, so you don't see any characters, you don't see anything. Then the second one was the one you started your show with, which was showing the cars and the car lot and the victims and the family. The third one now is to talk about the plane because a lot of people want to know how or what are you doing with a plane in your property. So that talks about that. Got one ready for next year. Excuse me. So each year there'll be little injections of the story.
Have you thought about doing like maybe little short films for YouTube or something?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I talked to a couple of people about that. And like I say, being down here in Chippewa Lake, it's still an old town. It could easily be done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. From the day I bought this place, I talked to a few people about putting together a small storyline, which I have the storyline. It's just extending it. But, oh, my bad.
Oh,
Wait, what did I say about hand gestures? I use my hand gestures too much.
What did he do?
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm saying something. Anyways, yeah, I'd like to continue that and make something a little longer, a little more short. You got God bless Netflix. You can throw something out on Netflix or something.
Hell yeah, man! It's like a set for a movie already. The whole place. You don't even have to do too much. Speaking of that, though, each one of you, we'll start with Nicole. You said you haven't been through the whole haunt, though. I was gonna say, what is your favorite scene in the haunt? But
You're gonna make me pick one?
Yeah, if you had to pick a favorite scene in the haunt, what would it be without giving away too much?
I like the plane, because it's something you would not think of in a haunted house. I just like the way that it's like it is one theme, but the plane now with everything that's going with it, I think the plane is probably the center of like what, besides Chippewa, is how we started and how everything has become, and now the plane is becoming more in focus. By the way, the one that scared you in the plane was my son.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, he got my son, is what he got.
Yes, he loves that plane. It's just walking in there is creepy. I don't like flying. I hate planes as it is, so it makes me have a fear of it. Even though it's on the ground, it's not going to fly. But that place, and then I would have to say Wolf's room, where all the skins are.
Okay.
Those two are like my favorite. I can't say my room because I'll be biased. So,
Jordan, how about you? What's your favorite scene in the haunt?
Skin room is probably my favorite, and then also the cult barn outside. It's simple but extremely terrifying in the dark.
The barn at the church?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Vaughn, do you have a favorite scene there?
Oh God, no. I can't pick one. You know, my heart's in every room, literally.
Blood, sweat, and
Yeah.
tears.
Yeah, blood, sweat, and tears. Like I said, I tell the story. But I have construction business by day that I've had for 30 some years. But when I was building this, I would do that by day. I'd come down here and sleep for 4 or 5 hours, get up at 2 in the morning, work all night, go home, shower, start my day all over again. You know, so I've slept down here.
Absolutely.
You know, the building's creepy. So yeah, every room. I love them all. I love them all. Everything.
Nice. So we'll start with you again, Nicole. What is a haunt that you have never been to that you'd love to go to, like a bucket list haunt that you'd want to check out?
I want to check out Dent Schoolhouse.
I'm trying to go there. This year. I've been hearing so much about it.
I've heard a lot of good things about it. I love Akron Schoolhouse Laboratory. It's really kind of cool. I love the laboratory part, but I want to go to Dent for sure because I hear so many good things about it, and it's scary and it's creepy, and I like Halloween. So that would probably be my first.
Right on. Vaughn, do you have a dream haunt that you want to go to?
You know, it's funny. I used to love going to all the haunts.
Yeah.
And now that I own them,
You can't do it, but
it doesn't make it easy to go see them. You know what I mean? And just like Nicole and my actors down here, they're all enthusiasts, but they've kind of committed themselves to the acting, and it's tough to go. But we try to. Chippewa's limited entry, limited nights, and in the long run that hurts me financially. But I wouldn't do it any other way. Nightmare Cleveland kind of picks up a little bit more on that, being up in the heavily populated area.
yeah.
But with it only being 12 nights down here, my son runs Nightmare Cleveland, Gavin, up there, so I could sneak away one night, catch an early season. A lot of haunts are open now.
Mm-hmm.
There's talk, my wife, when she's out of town right now for a couple of days with family, but when she gets back, she hates haunted houses, and yet she's married into one. But she's like, you want to go to one? Let's go. I'll go with you. I'm like, I got to go do one. I haven't been to one, and I don't even know the last time I've been to one.
If you get a chance, at Cedar Point, I did that Conjuring haunt, dude. That thing is insane, man.
That's new, right?
Yeah, it costs an extra $15 to get in, and it's another 2.5 hour wait. But what we did is it opened at 5. We got in line at 4, so we were like the first ones in. But
Wow.
they're making actors appear out of nowhere, and I don't know how they do it, but it's definitely worth seeing, especially if you're a fan of the films.
Oh, I love The Conjuring.
Cooler things I've seen this year. But damn it, I had another thing I was gonna say. I don't remember.
Rick, I think your old age is hitting you, buddy.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Jordan, what is a dream haunt that you'd like to go to?
I'd love to go see the Haunted Overload.
I've heard good things about that too. My buddy's been there. That's in Pennsylvania?
No, it's
New Jersey?
Somewhere up that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember exactly, but yeah, that looks amazing.
If you guys don't already, follow Halloween Haunts 365. That's Jared Haggerty's podcast, and he goes through all of these haunts, and I do them for him in Ohio, and he's got somebody that does them for him in like California and a couple other people that help him out, and that's where you'll know most about him. But it's funny though that when he does get guests in the off season, he does a lot of actors and people that work at haunts and own haunts come on and talk, and they always wanted. He asked that question, their dream haunts, and it's always your place, it's always Den, it's always Fear Columbus, and it's always these Ohio haunts, and I just love it that we're like the top at this shit. But all right, so we've been going about 45 minutes. I'm gonna get you guys out of here so we can wrap this up. I want to thank you guys so much for coming on, and I'm gonna see you guys on October 3rd, and I will talk to you guys probably before then. And tickets are on sale now for both Chipewa Lake Slaughterhouse and Nightmare Cleveland. So go to the respective pages and buy them, because you got to pick a time slot, and you got to pick a day, and they all will sell out, especially Chippewa. So get those tickets fast. Is there anything you wanted to add before? Anything you wanted to say before we get out of here, Nicole?
Besides, welcome to the family, and I can't wait to see you.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and I'll see you on October 3rd, and I'll talk to you before then.
Alrighty.
Right. Hey, Vaughn,
Bye.
you enjoyed them when I say anything else? Before you get the hell out of here?
Good, boom. No, we look forward to seeing you, and have a good and safe season.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, appreciate your listeners listening in tonight, and thanks for having us on. Make sure you guys, when you get here, you have your touch passes on, so I'm going to be sure to dress up.
Okay, I'm going to definitely add some touch passes to our thing.
Yeah, you're going to get double dipped by a couple of grandpas that night. So.
Nice.
I just want to get touched, man. I'm lonely over here.
All right, guys. Take it easy, guys. We're going to talk to you later. I'm going to get out of here now.
Nice meeting you guys.
Bye.
All righty then. That was fun, man. That was a good time. Audio issues aside.
A little bit, yeah. You're
I
missing
figured
out
it
some
out too
comments.
late. I figured out how to fix it, but it was too late.
You're missing out some comments here. Cass does not want to go to a haunted house with me and you.
I seen that. And we have Muffin is here. I don't know if she's still here. Muffin from Friday the 13th Part 2, and she's not dead for the record. For the record, she is not dead. And alrighty then. So what other haunts do you like to go to, Brewster?
So 2 years ago, I guess me and Greg go every Halloween.
Well, now that you're doing this, we're going to get you to a couple more. I promise you that.
Well, we always try a new one. I think the year before, God, it was near fucking IX Center. What is it? It's like 4 or 5 houses. It had the haunted hayride and shit.
You're the IX Center.
Yeah. I have the pass for it in my spare room, but I'm not going to leave it there to go get it.
I don't know.
But it was pretty cool. They had like this little 3D effect. It was pretty neat.
You sure that's not?
You know what? Actually, hang on.
You're not talking about the Spooky Ranch.
Spooky Ranch. That's it. Yes.
Not by the IX Center.
I had to pass the IX Center to get there
Well,
or
you had
near
to
it.
pass it, and then you drive for
I
another
saw
20
the
minutes.
sign for it. It's near IX Center. We're leaving it there. Yeah, it was the Spooky Ranch.
Yeah, you drive 20 more minutes after that. But yeah,
It was funny too because we were getting ready to go on the hayride, and me and Greg still laugh about this to this day. The guy who was taking the tickets wasn't selling this shit at all. We were asking about it. He was just kind of like, "Oh yeah, that's right over there." You know, it's real scary. We're like, "Oh, really selling it there, buddy."
yeah, I like that one because there's a couple different haunts and there's things to do, and then there's they have like a cool midway with where you got all the carnival food and everything.
Yeah, that's what I liked about that one. I mean, Chippewa was cool, but I do like the whole carnival aspect. You got these different sections over here, you know.
What's up? Brian Newhouse says, "What's up, fellas?" Speaking of Ryan Newhouse, his band is going to be opening for JP's band, A Killer's Confession, on November 29th. So get tickets for that as well. And if you need tickets, text Ryan because he's selling them. So you get them through him and you won't have to pay fees. And those guys will be on their channel in about 10 minutes. They're covering V for Vendetta, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, they're covering that.
You go weaving, baby.
And Charles Sherrod on his thing, they're doing Scream tonight. So that's on the Dive. He says, yep, or message him on Facebook. Yeah. Well, that's what I meant when I said text. I message you on Facebook.
Just give away his number to everybody.
I could put it out there. I could put his number out there. All right. So I don't know. So anything else you wanted to talk about tonight?
No, man. I think we talked about it before. We got The Strangers and The Bride coming out next week, and I think the week after is VHS Halloween. So we did the review for The Long Walk. I mean,
yeah, we did the review for The Long Walk. If you guys haven't seen that, YouTube exclusive, lots of spoilers. We both
and our special commercial.
In our special commercial, that was fun, dude. That was funny. I like that.
Oh, well I see you. Huh?
I said we're going to be doing a lot more stuff like that. We're going to broaden our horizons and extend this a little bit.
Will I see you at Tiki's on Sunday?
Most likely. I want to get over there because we're going to be shooting something for the Halloween special that he's doing.
Yes, you want to plug that.
Like definitely on Talking Tapes Media. So follow them on YouTube. And we are involved with that already. He's gonna be doing a short movie to wrap around everything, and we're probably going to, well, Brewster's definitely going to be in that. I'm going to try to get over there. But if I can go to see the Conjuring haunt again, I think I'm going to do that. That all depends on my peoples and what's going on with that. Tomorrow, The Night of the Reaper comes out on Shudder. I'm not sure what that is, but I will check it out. And Stranger's Long Walk, awesome. Yeah. The Long Walk was good. It just, I don't think it is a horror movie. Is
Dystopia. We talked about this.
I don't know. I haven't seen him pop in. He hasn't said anything.
Actually, I talked to my friend Heather a day or two ago about The Long Walk. She's her and her husband are huge Stephen King nuts. And she agreed the same thing, that it's definitely more dystopian than horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. It's just not a horror movie.
Nice did Brian Selko from my co-host over at Two Faces of Insanity.
Mm-hmm. And then we have coming out very soon that dog horror movie. Speaking of
Good Boy.
Good Boy. So I don't know if that's next week or the week after, but we're gonna go see that. I think I'm gonna go see I think I'm gonna go see that one movie tonight. Him. Kind of debating. I got to work in the morning to pick up something for this catering company I deal with. So it all depends on how early they want me to come in. I didn't look because they texted while I was coming in here.
Good Boy comes out, I think, the weekend of Cinema Wasteland and your Chippewa Lake adventure.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. I gotta get up at 6 for that. All right. So I don't know what we're doing next week because I don't know. Do you know what we're doing next week? You got an idea?
No, I'm going to text Brian, see if he's free, because his Library of Terror is the following week, and I think there'd be a good chance for him to come on here and plug it. So I'm going to send him a text, see if he's free next Thursday. But that's tentative. We don't know.
Okay, so I don't know what we're doing next week, but until next week, everybody, thank you for coming on. Thanks again to the cast of Chipewa Lake Slaughterhouse, Vaughn, Nicole, and Jordan, and all the guys out there with that. Get your tickets now. At their Facebook page, there's a link to their website. I don't know the name of the website. It's probably ChippewaLakeSlaughterhouse.com. Probably. Actually, it's in that video. I think it's Chippewa Lake, Ohio, Slaughterhouse, Ohio. Not sure, but the link is definitely on the Facebook page. Get your tickets now. Get the VIP passes because the lines are very long. Get the VIP passes so you can get through those lines quicker, and get those touch passes and experience that. And night opens tomorrow. And I might see you guys out. Well, I won't see you tomorrow because tomorrow I'm going to go see Psycho with my daughter. So we're going to go see Psycho tomorrow night at Regal at 7:30. Regal and Crocker. So there's still some seats there. So if anybody wants to go see that, Psycho, it's awesome. It's Alfred Hitchcock. It's great. And I don't know.
Curtis's mom.
Yeah, she's in there too. Yep, absolutely. Anything you wanted to add before we get out of here? No, you said.
As the usual, stay cool, freaky frighteners.
Oh, shit. There goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood. There goes another neighborhood.